February, like the end of January, beginning of February, considering this was supposed to be a December update, duviri paradox. They said it was coming in December. They gave us Lua's Prey instead, which brought us the frame and some weapons. And a mission that really didn't do much. So it has to be close to being done. They delayed it. Fine, I've said it multiple times before. Delay it, don't mind waiting. But they added stuff that would actually kind of work. But hopefully that is... The duviri paradox will come the end of January, beginning of February, and hopefully they do a dev stream in the middle of January to say, oh yes, it's coming, it's here very, 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 very soon. Oh, it's live now. Would be great. But it'll probably not happen. It'll probably be a March update, because you have to remember, from middle of December 2021 until April of 2022, we had nothing waiting for that. We do have Hildren Prime that will be coming, honestly, end of February, sometime in March. We have the 10 years of Warframe. This has to be epic. Because over the years they have done some quite amazing things for anniversaries, and to be fair, nothing for the past 3 years. Because once they kind of did Excalibur, they've done armor, Sandana, Nuggles, ship skins. Was the Sandana? He quite literally had the Dex Cyberus, the Dex Dacra, the Dex Furus for the first 3 years. Then Rhino technically came after Dexcalibur, and then Wisps, that, to be fair, did like the look of that. This year, they need to do something really, really special. Whether they like it or not, it's a 10-year anniversary of the fact the game is still live. For now. Because if they do the 10th anniversary wrong, well, they may as well just stop and throw the entire team behind Soulframe, because you don't celebrate a 10th birthday with a skin. And I don't care who strongly disagrees with me. You don't celebrate a 10-year anniversary with a piece of fucking armor or a skin. Yes, I'm annoyed at the thought that they would even contemplate using a skin or anything cosmetic as a 10-year anniversary. They can give us a companion, a Kubro, a Kavat, a Sentinel, a Moapet. Any of these can be dexed. They could literally have a dex frame. We have dex skins. They can dex an entire frame. Hasn't been done before. Dexcalibur's a skin, Rhino Dex is a skin, Wisp Dex is a skin. They can give us an actual Dex frame. They have no reason not to go balls to the wall with the 10-year anniversary and go, we are very, very grateful, oh, we wouldn't be anything without you, boom, Dex frame. And people would be over the moon. That's how you celebrate a 10th birthday. Let me know in the comment section below. Who else thinks they're going to come out with some bullshit crappy cosmetic thing and go, oh well, thank you for the past 10 years, the past 3 of them have been shit. Not that I'm getting more and more annoyed or anything else as I go through this, honest. I'm just... you'll probably hear it in the voice. I'm not very well, and the longer I do this, the more pain I am actually in. We will, of course, be getting the 2022 year in review. Usually happens the beginning of the following year, but Wukong Prime took over from Wukong Prime. Are these just the same notes? Nope, because Excalibur was next. So we will have that to look forward to, so we can read through all this. Well, I'm seeing all this information, but you have the weapons. Which weapon was most commonly used? Ignis Wraith. Secondary weapons, of course the new core was most widely used. It still is. Melee weapons, Broken Wall. In 2021, melee weapons. Ooh, Zorus took over. Secondary weapons, the Nucor went up. And you wonder why this year last year, in 2022, they nuked the Nucor. Because everybody's using the damn thing, which means they're going to obviously change it up. Primary weapons, still the Ignis Wraith. And the Warframes, Wukong Prime, still up there, but they also kind of nuked Wukong Prime this year as well. Last year. So he's probably still number one. Again. Ooh, Wisp. At some point, they have to announce Tennocon 2023. And with Tennocon 2023 comes the biggest, and I mean, duviri paradox. Oh, that is quite literally like throwing a hair into a lake. The ripples that will create. Wisp Prime? Oh, Wisp Prime is going to be like taking an entire building and dropping it into that lake for how many ripples will be made from it. Because Wisp is an amazing frame. The primed version of her, how she looks, has to also be amazing. How she works is going to be pretty much exactly the same. What are they going to buff on her? She's already runs pretty quickly. More armor? More energy? More shields? We'll obviously have to wait and see for this, but with the prime effect that should come from her abilities, a prime effect Soulgate. That has to be the one they prime, because it leaves something around, and the little bits that circle around you, like that, they can also prime that as well, so people can see the difference between the abilities still going to work the same. They're still going to have the same 300 health and, well, to be fair, I can't scroll down. The buffs given are still going to depend on how you build the frame, because the power, strength, duration, all the rest of it doesn't get changed. Though, to be fair, this could be the first one they do this with. Probably won't be, but... oh yes. Reservoirs, that should be the prime one. But Wisp Prime is going to come about the same time Tennocon 2023 comes out, and it's Tennocon 2023 that will determine the rest of the year. What is going to be the big winter update? What's going to fall in the middle of it? We could turn around and go, well, we're going to have Tennobomb in the winter again, maybe. Hopefully it runs for longer than a week this time. Then we're going to have the October charities, November, maybe. Notice the maybes here, because Movember has been kind of underplayed for the past 3 years. Even the quest to conquer cancer stuff has not been as big as it was in the first 2 years, but technically we're only on the 3rd year of that. I'm saying this, but the floofs that are sold for the quest to conquer cancer obviously can't go past when Tennocon's going to be, because we don't know. The problem lies in the huge gaps between these. As forementioned. Come over here. Lua's Prey. 31 days ago. Yeah. Technically, at the time of recording this, it is still 2022. Just for another hour. Nope. Wait. Yes, for another hour. The next thing after that is going to be the duviri paradox that we're all kind of hoping will be given a release date in January and will hopefully be out in February. We also do have the Valentine's Day event in Fortuna that will give us another chance to get a hold of, well, technically the heart, it's not Noggle, the heart statue thing. And that whole terminal with the wings. And the ephemera for the angel wings. That should be in February as well. Which is why I was kind of saying hopefully they do this at the beginning of February. End of January. The 10-year anniversary will be the end of March, beginning of April, possibly all the way through April. Because you've got all the previous Dex things that also... That's 10 Dex items that have to return during that whole event. So that will basically be April, May, June, who knows? Tennocon and Wisp in July? Yeah. July, Wisp Prime? Ah, I cannot wait. I remember the beginning of 2022 thinking, Wisp's not for another year and a half. And now I'm thinking, Wisp is in 6 months. I'm actually really looking forward to her. Hildren is a good frame. Wisp, arguably better. What happens after that, we will have to wait until Tennocon to actually find out, sadly. So, we'll kind of leave this off here. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you all next time.